Professionals and enthusiasts alike are giddy with anticipation over Sony's next camera series. Expected to introduce a line of cutting-edge cameras that aim to redefine standards in photography and videography, Sony is a brand known for innovation and excellence. So tune in as we explore all that Sony has to offer this year, the freshest and finest. The rumored Sony ZV-E10 Mark II has us excited about the potential upgrades coming for this popular blogging camera. Based on the leaks so far, it looks like the Mark II could bring some significant improvements that bloggers and content creators will appreciate. Right off the bat, the rumored 26-megapixel sensor stands out. This would be a nice step up from the original ZV-E10's 24-megapixel resolution, matching the excellent A6700. More megapixels give you more flexibility for cropping and detailed images, always a plus. To handle that extra data, the Mark II is said to have a new Beyonce XR processor. This should provide faster readout speeds to whip through the higher resolution sensor output. Fast readout is especially crucial for shooting crisp 4K video. So, the upgraded processor makes sense. This combination of higher resolution and faster processor gives the Mark II a promising foundation for autofocus. The rumored ZV-E10 Mark II might come with 759 phase detect AF points covering 93% of the frame, which is a notable step up from the ZV-E10's 425 points. Better AF should keep subjects sharp when shooting handheld vlogs. Features like real-time tracking make this an appealing upgrade for video. On the video side, the ability to shoot 10-bit 4x2x2 color and include picture profiles like S-Log3 give enthusiasts more options for color grading and post-production. The 4K 120 frame per second and FHD 240 frame per second settings indicate slow-mo capabilities too. For vloggers who want high-quality flexible video straight out of the camera, the Mark II delivers. While the ZV-E10 has great video quality, already the rumored Mark II's specs take it even further. Pricing is said to land between $798 and $1,399 depending on lens bundles. If true, Sony wisely maintains the original sub-$1,000 appeal while adding premium features. This positions the Mark II as a strong mid-range option ideal for serious vloggers and content creators who want quality without a huge price jump. If the leaks hold true between the sensor, processor, autofocus, video capabilities, and refined body design, the Mark II shapes up to be an impressive upgrade in key areas. The original ZV-E10 is already a great hybrid camera, mixing simplicity for beginners with features for enthusiasts. But there was still room to push things further, especially for demanding video users. The rumored specs on the Mark II hint at exactly that, notable improvements across the board while retaining the versatility that made the ZV-E10 so popular. Upgrades like the higher resolution sensor, faster processor, and advanced autofocus should make a meaningful difference when shooting. Meanwhile, extras like 10-bit video and S-Log open up new creative possibilities, and the refined body design shows Sony is keeping real-world use in mind. If these rumors hold up, the Mark II has serious potential as an ideal lightweight mirrorless for both photo and video capture. It could become the perfect daily shooter for vloggers who want quality and portability. The ZV-E10 is already a great hybrid camera, but the Mark II may take it to an even higher level. We'll have to wait for official details to know for sure. But if Sony can deliver on these leaked specs and refinements for the ZV-E10 Mark II, they could have a serious hit on their hands. It's shaping up to be an impressive update to an already very capable camera. For video-focused creators who want high-quality hybrid shooting in a lightweight package, the Mark II looks very promising so far. So, that's all about the Sony ZV-E10 Mark II and why you should be excited. Rumors are brewing that Sony's next big releases, the a6700R and FX50, are just around the corner. Will these cameras live up to the hype? While full details are still under wraps, what we've heard about these cameras has us eager to test them out. Let's explore what the a6700R and FX50 might offer. Let's start with the rumored Sony a6700R, which looks to build upon the already impressive a6700s. As an R model, it will likely see a bump up in resolution. The a6700 has a 26-megapixel sensor, but with the R, we could expect 40 megapixel or more. This extra resolution provides tremendous flexibility. You can heavily crop shots or print large while retaining detail. For portraits, landscapes, and commercial work, these bonus megapixels really come in handy. Beyond more pixels, we expect the a6700R to carry over the performance and video features that made the a6700 so popular. Its compact, lightweight body is perfect for travel, while 5-axis and body stabilization provides up to 5 stops of shake reduction. So you can confidently shoot handheld with any lens. It should retain the a6700's fast 11 frame per second burst rate, real-time autofocus for stills and video, and UHD 4K recording up to 120 frame per second, plus the vari-angle touchscreen. Now, onto the FX50, which has videographers particularly enthused. This camera is said to use a Super 35mm sensor optimized specifically for video recording. The rumored specs promise insane dynamic range over 15 stops and ISO up to 32,000, incredible for a $3,000 mirrorless body. This gives you huge flexibility in post-lifting shadows or rescuing highlights without clipping, even with high-contrast scenes. Having built-in stabilization eliminates the need for bulky gimbals for handheld video, and reports suggest it will match the excellent dual-pixel autofocus performance of the Canon C70. This would provide sharp, fast focus transitions when filming. In essence, it seems Sony aims to challenge Canon's cinema line with a smaller, lighter design at a more affordable cost. Currently, you need to step up to something like the Sony FX30 or Canon C70 to get pro-level mirrorless video. But if the FX50 delivers on its rumors, it could offer that quality at almost half the price. Speaking of the FX30, it's interesting to compare what we know about it versus the rumored FX50. The FX30 has a similar 26-megapixel Super 35 sensor with UHD 4K up to 120 frame per second, 10-bit capture, ISO up to 32,000, and 14 stops of dynamic range. However, it's priced around $2,000. This is where the FX50 gets exciting. If it provides comparable video power in a more compact body for $3,000, it'll be an incredible value for shooters. The FX the 30th of May still have advantages like raw output via HDMI and high frame rate cropping less than the FX50. But for most people, if the FX50 has all the rumored features, then there's no doubt that it will be a worthwhile deal. And that's the potential we see with both the a6700R and FX50. Sony seems ready to keep pushing what's possible with mirrorless technology. The a6700R may bring new heights of resolution in a familiar package, while the FX50 could democratize pro-level video quality. These are still early rumors, so details could change as the release approaches, but what we've heard has us eager to test these cameras out. The prospect of next-gen resolution and video performance in compact mirrorless form has us excited. We'll be keeping a close eye on more updates on the a6700R and FX50. If Sony delivers on their rumored potential, they could have some real game changers incoming. So, that's all about the Sony a6700R and Sony FX50. Do let us know what you think about this, as we'd love to hear from you. Earlier this week, a post emerged claiming a detailed spec list for the long-rumored Sony a7 IV. It includes a supposed 44-megapixel sensor, 26 FPS burst shooting, 8K video, and more. At first glance, it seems plausible. But looking closer, this leak is almost certainly fabricated. The list blends a real Sony 44 megapixels sensor spec sheet with completely made-up camera features. It's a clever tactic. Take an actual sensor model like the 44 megapixels IMX366. Then tack on reasonable but unverified capabilities that enthusiasts might desire. This creates an enticing rumor that feeds wishful thinking. Of course, faster shooting speeds, 8K video, and AI tracking sound fantastic. But there's zero evidence Sony has built these into an A7 IV. The sites claiming this have no track record of credible inside info. They're simply guessing at dream specs to generate clicks and discussion. It's no secret these sites thrive on manufacturing rumors rather than vetting insider sources. They've routinely published outlandish claims about cameras and specs that never materialized. Not once have their scoops panned out accurately. Their past rumors now read like wish lists, not reality. Meanwhile, reputable sources unanimously report Sony has no A7 IV in active development. Multiple Sony camera advisory panel members have gone on record stating an entry-level FX model below the A7 IV makes little strategic sense. Positioning, pricing, and internal product cannibalization concerns all mitigate against an A7 IV at this time. Sony themselves have shared that no successor is planned for the existing A7 II and production will end soon. If an A7 IV were imminent, why discontinue the still capable A7 II this early? The timing simply doesn't line up with these recurring rumors. That's not to say an A7 IV is impossible in the future. Sony is nothing if not unpredictable, but they have firmly denied working on any entry-level full-frame mirrorless camera this year. With the chip shortage still constraining production, an affordable A7 IV release is highly improbable in 2023. Constant rumors about cameras that never materialize only serve to misinform buyers and foster false hope. Often untrusted sources use this as intentional clickbait to mislead readers. They fabricate juicy gossip, knowing it drives discussion and generates ad revenue, even if totally unfounded. Rather than regurgitating fictional spec lists, we prefer sharing substantiated leaks from proven sources. Right now, they uniformly agree no A7 IV plans are underway. We aim for trustworthy info readers can rely on, not fairy tales and wishful thinking. Some may view repeated A7 IV rumors as harmless or even exciting possibilities to ponder. But the propagation of misinformation ultimately breeds consumer cynicism once the made-up claims inevitably fail to deliver. It also risks steering buyers towards poor choices, chasing products that don't exist. There are surely interesting cameras coming in Sony's pipeline that will delight enthusiasts, but outlets posting spurious rumors do a disservice to the community. Responsible reporting means avoiding unfounded gossip and managing expectations through accurate insights. For now, the A7 IV remains a unicorn, more myth than reality. Sony's energy is better spent on existing products and technology than reacting to every fanciful rumor. As always, we'll focus on sharing credible updates as they emerge, but consumers are advised to maintain healthy skepticism of claims from disreputable sources with no history of authentic leaks. Sony has long been at the forefront of imaging sensor technology, supplying sensors not only for their acclaimed Alpha camera line, but also to several other major camera manufacturers. Although their latest Alpha cameras feature versions of a proven 24.6 megapixels full-frame CMOS sensor, Sony has a variety of even more advanced global shutter sensors in development that could find their way into future cameras. Ranging from micro fourth, third up to medium format in size, in this video we're going to discuss 4 experimental sensors that open up exciting possibilities on the horizon. One particularly impressive sensor seeing limited use in industrial cameras is the Sony IMX661. This large format CMOS chip features a global shutter and a staggering effective pixel count of 127.68 megapixels. With pixels on a 7.5 pitch, the IMX66's diagonal size of 56.73mm actually exceeds current medium format sensors, putting it into the realm of a large format. Now, primarily geared for specialized imaging applications. With some adjustments to reduce cost and power consumption, Sony could adapt this into a consumer medium or large format camera with incredible resolution and dynamic range. The ultra-high resolution and global shutter would enable medium format like image quality with minimal motion artifacts when capturing fast action or video. For applications requiring a smaller size but still high speed, the Sony IMX342 APS-C sensor combines global shutter capabilities with a dense 31.49 megapixel resolution using a stacked CMOS design with 3.3 volts, 1.2 volt, and 1.8 volt power supplies. The IMX342 maintains low power draw while enabling video capture at up to 35 frames per second. This makes it a notable upgrade over current APS-C sensors limited to a 30 fps global shutter already deployed at least 10 industrial cameras. The IMX342 could readily upgrade Sony's APS-C mirrorless lineup to over 30 megapixels while boosting burst shooting and video performance. The global shutter and fast readout would provide crisp, distortion-free captures of fast action and rapid camera movements. At 47 megapixels, the Sony IMX492 points to a potential high-resolution option for Micro Four Third cameras. Its global shutter design and 2.315 pixels can achieve 24 fps over the SLVS-EC interface or 13.7 fps with MIPI in 10-bit color. The monochrome version adds sophisticated quad-pixel binning HDR, combining 4 pixels into 1 for enhanced dynamic range and low light ability at a reduced 12-megapixel resolution. While now marketed for industrial use, this sensor seems a natural fit for high-end Micro Four Third models from Panasonic Olympus and others needing compact size but maximized resolution and speed. 47 megapixels in a Micro Four Third sensor would enable massive prints and cropping flexibility previously impossible with this format. Alongside the IMX661, IMX342, and IMX492, Sony has produced global shutter sensors down to Micro 43 and up to full frame in size. The 24.5 megapixel Micro Four Third IMX540 offers 2.74 pixels for strong low-light performance and reduced resolution, while their 24.6 megapixel full-frame sensor debuting in the Alpha A9 Mark II mirrors traditional DSLR motion capture while boosting speed to 30 fps raw bursts. Across formats, Sony continues innovating with global shutter, stacking, and other techniques to push sensor capabilities forward. Their stacked CMOS design provides the fast readout speeds necessary to eliminate distortion with a global shutter, while BSI and onboard DRAM improve image quality. Well, Sony's unmatched sensor production capabilities give them the flexibility to develop imagers for applications from industrial to consumer. As their current series of global shutter chips makes clear, they have the expertise to bring significant gains in resolution, frame rate, and dynamic range whenever camera manufacturers are ready. Given Sony's lead in sensor fabrication, we can expect many of their innovations to make their way into future bodies, letting photographers capture images that simply weren't possible before. The combination of the global shutter, stacked CMOS, and BSI should lead to cameras with incredible resolution and speed, but no compromise on image quality. Hopefully, you can find this video helpful. And if you have any queries, do let us know in the comments section below. So, those are all new cameras we can expect from Sony this year. Do share your thoughts with us. We'd love to hear your takes. As for everything else, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you want more content like this on your feed.